Newt Gingrich is an American politician and author who served as the 50th Speaker of the United States House of Representatives from 1995 to 1999. Born June 17, 1943, age 81 years, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, United States. Spouse, Callista Gingrich, M. 2000, Marianne Ginther, M. 1981 to 2000, Jackie Batley, M. 1962 to 1981. Party, Republican Party. Children, Jackie Gingrich Cushman, Kathy Lubbers. Organizations founded, GoPac, American Solutions for Winning the Future. Marriage location, Alexandria, Virginia, United States. Newt Gingrich net worth $12 million. Personal life. Marriages and children. Jacqueline May Jackie Batley. Gingrich has been married 3 times. In 1962, he wed Jacqueline May Jackie Batley, February 21, 1936 to August 7, 2013, his former high school geometry teacher, when he was 19 years old and she was 26. They had 2 daughters, Kathy, who is president of Gingrich Communications, and Jackie Sue, who is an author, conservative columnist and political commentator. Throughout his congressional campaign in 1974, Gingrich was having an affair with a young volunteer. An aide who worked with Gingrich throughout the 1970s stated that it was common knowledge that Newt was involved with other women during his marriage to Jackie. In the spring of 1980, he filed for divorce from Jackie after beginning an affair with Marianne Ginther. Jackie later said in 1984 that the divorce was a complete surprise to her. In September 1980, according to friends who knew them both, Newt visited Jackie in the hospital the day after she had undergone surgery to treat her uterine cancer. Once there, Newt began talking about the terms of their divorce, at which point Jackie threw him out of the room. Gingrich disputed that account. Although Newt's presidential campaign staff continued to insist in 2011 that Jackie had requested the divorce, court documents from Carroll County, Georgia, indicated that she had in fact asked a judge to block the process, stating that although she has adequate and ample grounds for divorce, she does not desire one at this time, does not admit that this marriage is irretrievably broken. According to L. H. Carter, Gingrich's campaign treasurer, Gingrich said of Jackie, "She's not young enough or pretty enough to be the wife of the president. And besides, she has cancer." Newt has denied saying it. Following the divorce, Jackie had to raise money from friends in her congregation to help her and the children make ends meet. She later filed a petition in court stating that Newt had failed to properly provide for his family. Newt submitted a financial statement to the judge, which showed that he had been providing only $400 a month, plus $40 in allowances for his daughters. He claimed not to be able to afford any more. But in citing his own expenses, he listed $400 just for food/dry cleaning, etc., for one person. In 1981, a judge ordered him to provide considerably more. In 1993, Jackie stated in court that Newt had failed to obey the 1981 order from the day it was issued. Jackie, a deacon and volunteer in the First Baptist Church of Carrollton, Georgia, died in 2013 in Atlanta at the age of 77. Early life. Gingrich was born as Newton Leroy McPherson at the Harrisburg Hospital in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, on June 17, 1943. His mother, Kathleen Kit née Doherty, 1925 to 2003, and biological father, Newton Searles McPherson, 1923 to 1970, married in September 1942, when she was 16 and McPherson was 19. The marriage fell apart within days. He is of English, German, Scottish, and Scots-Irish descent. In 1946, his mother married Robert Gingrich, 1925 to 1996, who adopted him. Robert Gingrich was a career Army officer who served tours in Korea and Vietnam. In 1956, the family moved to Europe, living for a period in Orleans, France and Stuttgart, Germany. Gingrich has 3 younger half-siblings from his mother, Candace and Susan Gingrich, and Roberta Brown. Gingrich was raised in Hummelstown, near Harrisburg, and on military bases where his adoptive father was stationed. The family's religion was Lutheran. He also has a half-sister and half-brother, Randy McPherson, from his biological father's side. In 1960, during his junior year in high school, the family moved to Georgia at Fort Moore. In 1961, Gingrich graduated from Baker High School in Columbus, Georgia, where he met, and later married, his math teacher. He had been interested in politics since his teen years. While living with his family in Orleans, France, he visited the site of the Battle of Verdun and learned about the sacrifices made there and the importance of political leadership. Gingrich received a Bachelor of Arts degree in history from Emory University in Atlanta in 1965. He went on to graduate study at Tulane University, earning an M.A. 1968 and a Ph.D. in European history, 1971. He spent 6 months in Brussels in 1969 to 1970 working on his dissertation, Belgian Education Policy in the Congo 1945 to 1960. Gingrich received deferments from the military during the years of the Vietnam War for being a student and a father. In 1985 he stated, "Given everything I believe in, a large part of me thinks I should have gone over." In 1970, Gingrich joined the history department at West Georgia College, where he spent little time teaching history. He coordinated a new environmental studies program and was moved from the history to the geography department by 1976. During his time in the college, he took unpaid leave 3 times to run for the U.S. House of Representatives, losing twice before leaving the college. Serving professors were not allowed under the rules of the university system to run for office. He left the college in 1977 after being denied tenure. Early political career. Gingrich was the Southern Regional Director for Nelson Rockefeller in the 1968 Republican primaries. Congressional campaigns. In 1974, Gingrich made his first bid for political office as the Republican candidate in Georgia's 6th congressional district in north-central Georgia. He lost to 20-year incumbent Democrat Jack Flint by 2,770 votes. Gingrich's relative success surprised political analysts. Flint had never faced a serious challenger. Gingrich was the second Republican to ever run against him. He did well against Flint, although 1974 was a disastrous year for Republican candidates nationally due to fallout from the Watergate scandal of the Nixon administration. Gingrich sought a rematch against Flint in 1976. While the Republicans did slightly better in the 1976 House elections than in 1974 nationally, the Democratic candidate in the 1976 presidential election was former Governor of Georgia Jimmy Carter. Carter won more than 2/3 of the vote in his native Georgia. Gingrich lost his race by 5,100 votes. As Gingrich primed for another run in the 1978 elections, Flint decided to retire. Gingrich defeated Democratic State Senator Virginia Shapard by 7,500 votes. Gingrich was re-elected 5 times from this district, before it was modified by redistricting. He faced a close general election race once, in the House elections of 1990, when he won by 978 votes in a primary race against Republican Herman Clark and won a narrow 974-vote victory over Democrat David Worley in the general. Although the district was trending Republican at the national level, conservative Democrats continued to hold most local offices, as well as most of the area's seats in the General Assembly, well into the 1980s.